Start streaming the news. What? All right. Let's wait for this to kick in. We'll see if anybody shows up. Hey, how's it going? Island Winder. The movie was okay. I didn't love it. I really like Marvel movies, and it was good though. Oh, let me get the sound off. Cool. Hey, Barney Murray. Yeah, you missed the first one this morning. I usually don't do too many live streams. I hardly do any, so I'm doing two today. Actually, I'm doing a Lando Live 12 and Lando Live 12.5 p.m. edition. There's a lot of people, like when you do streams, there's a lot of people that miss out just because a lot of people tune in from different parts of the world. So like the UK right now, or Europe, a lot of Europe is past midnight. But a lot of areas like Japan, China, India, Australia, you know, they might be able to tune in. Hey Mitch, how's it going? I'm doing another stream, 2 in 1 day. My stream health is saying it is, what's going on here? Okay. How's the sound in the video? A lot of Europe is... Yeah, I haven't done... Oh, you're in England. Okay, what time is it there, Barney? See how many people tune in here when it's kind of supper time here. Let's wait for a few more people. And then we'll get going and we'll just do like same kind of thing I did earlier today. Just a chat. I don't usually play guitar or do anything like that in my videos unless I had something new that I'm showing off. Video and audio is out of sync. No, that might not be you. It could be I'm using OBS right now. So let me just see. Let me go check out my... Give me a second here. Same kind of thing I did earlier today. Just a chat. Yeah, it's very out of sync. What can I do about that? What can I do about that? Unless I had something new that I'm showing off. Let me try something here. All right. How is that? Did that change anything? Yeah, Mitch, it's not you. I'm trying to play around with this OBS, and it's just a bunch of BS. Where are we here? Audio controller. Scarlet 2i2, not going to change it. This is going to cut out my sound, possibly. Alright, see how that does. Check that out. This is not you. Let's see if that made it better. Doubling now. I hear that. 2 mics picking up. Okay, I know what it is. This is going to cut out my sound, possibly. Alright, let's see how that does. Alright, let's see if that helped at all. Yeah, I'm getting some technical problems here. I just need to listen here if it's going to come back. Alright, as I'm trying to fix my audio here. No, I know what the problem is. I changed mics. See how that's going now. Alright, let's see if that helped at all. Yeah, I'm getting some technical problems here. Okay, I think that might be okay. How's that? I'd be just using my internal mic. Still delayed a little bit. What do you got here? Dan, how's it going? Zach, I Rock the Blues. Good now. Yeah, I had two mics going. I'm trying to use this better mic. It's better quality, but through OBS, I was getting some kind of delay. So I'll have to play around with that later. The built-in mic on the webcam. It was good for a second. Now it's garbage again. Let me know. Try to get that sorted out. Now, yeah, I had two mics going. I'm trying to use this better mic. It's better quality. All right. Yeah, so I did. I don't need this here anymore. This unplugged. Sec here. Second here. I'll get back to looking at the chat in a second. All right. How's that? Still fine? Yeah, it should be good now. Should be okay. So, let's see what we got going on here. Going to the chat here. Yeah, I'm not using the Audio Technica. It was configured, but something was going on with it. Anyways, I'll play around with that later. All right, Chuck Booth, howdy. Dan Murray. Let me pop the chat out here so I can watch it at the same time. Get out of there. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think I did a chat earlier today, and a lot of people miss out on those because I did it early in the day, so decided to do another one. I've got the time today. I usually don't have time like this to do it, but yeah, okay. Let's see if we've got any questions or anything. Kinky Dong, what do you do with all your guitar gadgets? Which ones? Which gadgets? Do you mean just all my gear in general, or? Chuck, did you go see a movie? Yep, I went to go see Captain Marvel. Jimmy Dean Haya, you live near Dave's World of Fun Stuff. Dave. I think that guy's in Toronto. So relatively, yeah, 4 hours away. That's pretty close. Yeah, OBS, I just haven't played around with that too much. I usually just play around with the browser, YouTube, the built-in one. But, yeah. Coke Zero. So, okay, lives in Ontario somewhere, yeah. Movie review. I thought of putting that in the title, but no, I'm not going to do a movie review. I liked it. I didn't love it. That's my review. This is brought to you by me. It's not brought to you by Coke. Barney's asking, is there a regular sized mini Beetle? Well, the whole idea with that, no, not a new one, but there's the original Super Beetle, which was an amp from Vox, right, that they produced for the Beatles, as far as I understand. Kinky Dong, like small headphone amps, small stuff like that. Usually I keep them. Well, I've got most of them. If I don't end up keeping them, I'll sell them on Kijiji, like if it's something I'm not using. But I still have like all the little mini amps I got recently. I have them, and I take them when I go on trips. Lando, we need Lando movie reviews. I did an album review. I did one, a vinyl review. If you didn't see that video, go check it out. It's kind of stupid, but funny at the same time. It's kind of, it's my, like, I don't know what you call it. The whole copyright, content ID thing on YouTube. It's my little joke against that, I guess. Anyways, how many people we got? We got 14 people watching. I'm I'm going to share this out on my Facebook. See if anybody, sometimes, you know, people don't know what's going on. I didn't announce this, so unless you have notifications on, you might not know this is happening. And I'm live now. That. There we go. What's going on down there? How is the audio and the video now? Because usually OBS is better than the browser. Let me see here. Jimmy Dean, you saw Captain Marvel? Yeah. That's the same, right? It wasn't amazing. It was no. I think my favorite Marvel movie was Thor Ragnarok, probably. And the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Dan, if you ever want someone to talk gear with, hit me up. I got gear. I like gear. I like to talk gear. Cool. Yeah, this is one of these. I don't know if you mean like in a chat. This is through OBS. You can't invite people. This is not like a hangout. It's a little bit different. Basically, I'm running the software off my computer, and then it's getting sent over in a stream to YouTube. So I know tonight Tone King has a show at 8. If you guys don't know the Tone King, check out his channel. He does a live stream pretty much every weekend. Let me see here. Sorry, just clicking through, seeing if I missed anything. Yeah, what was I talking about earlier today? So, March break. So, kids are away. Guitar Hack is live right now. Oh, I'm going to go have to kick him off. I have control over other people's channels. No, I'm just kidding. Is he live right now? Seriously? I just checked. I didn't see that he was live. No! After gig hangover in the Hack Shack. I'm going to go send him a message. Hey, I'm live too. Get off. All right. See if he sees that. Yeah, it's, you know what? There's so many people like in this guitar YouTube world, right? It's hard not to do a live stream when somebody else is now. I find once you get to know a lot of people, you know. Chuck Booth saying Deadpool. Yeah, I like Deadpool. I like that's not the MCU universe, right? That's the what do you call that? The Fox Marvel movies. But I mean, it's all owned by the same companies now. What's better, Mustang GT40 or Champion 40? I haven't played any of those, either of those. Sorry, this is what Coke does to you, right? It makes you not be able to talk. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played any Kinky Dong. I haven't played any Mustangs. Champions, I haven't played any of those either. Those are the solid state Fender amps, right? Chuck Booth got a notification for Hack. You should get a notification for me too, maybe. I don't know. Somebody didn't get one today. I got 12 people watching. I had more this morning. It's probably a bad time to do this right now, maybe. Supper time. How many, anyways. Mitch says, Guitar Hack is Shaq smoking a cigar. There you go. Barney, could you do a Lando animation of a guitar changing strings? I've done 2. I've done it. I've already done it. At least the string's coming off. There's a video. Do a search on my channel. I don't know if you guys know, you can go to somebody's channel and there's like an hourglass and you can type in and search for videos. I did one with a Squier bass. So if you do Squier upgrade, I think. And then I did it also in locking tuner video for my telly. Yep. Perfect time on the West Coast. 3 o'clock, right? 3 o'clock. Dan, where's that? Where are you on the West Coast? Mitch saw Aquaman last week. I haven't seen that one. You know what? I'm not really a big fan of the DC movies, except for I like I like Christopher Nolan's Batman series. I used to like the old well, when Christopher Reeve was alive. I like those Superman movies. Like that's old, but yeah. Oh, Vancouver. Okay, cool. I haven't been out that far. I've been to well, it was a while ago now. 2010, I was in Calgary for a wedding, and we drove out to Banff and I'm trying to remember Banff and Lake Louise. So that's as far west as I've been. Did I see the Great White North giveaway? Yeah, that's that giant pedal board, right? With all the pedals on it. And all you have to do is like about 50 different companies or something. So I saw it, and I'm like, I'm not clicking follow on all these. I follow so much stuff. I don't have time to follow everybody. It's just too much. The world's too big. Too much stuff. Can't do it. I think that's what it was, right? To get into the contest, you had to follow about, honestly, like 20 companies. Maybe I already do. I haven't looked. But that's the thing also, like even, so I made a video, and I talked about it this morning, that I'm in an opposite of gas situation right now. I'm the opposite of whatever gas, whatever the opposite of that would be. Even a contest like that, I have no interest. I see the stuff, and I'm like, doesn't matter. Don't need it. But that's fine, Let's just tune in here for 1 sec. See how Guitar Hack is doing. He's got 26. I'm going to leave his up, running in the side window there. Hey, Esto, how's it going again? A lot of the same people I had this morning. The reason I'm doing this again is because I rarely get a chance to actually do these live streams. It's tough with my schedule. I work all week. I've got 3 kids. They're away right now on March break, so I just have a little bit of extra time. I just saw somebody else pop in there. Peter, hey, how's it going? Mitch, at least liked my videos, but you don't have to follow. Wait, follow too. Not sure. Are we talking about the contest? The Great White North? And Mitch is saying you have gas for a Telecaster. Oh, cool. That's my favorite. That's my favorite guitar. Favorite model of guitar. Obviously, it's not one guitar. But Chuck gets confused enough trying to keep up with people I subscribe to now. Yeah, that's the thing. Eventually, like I go through my list once in a while, and if I'm not watching something, I won't keep subscribing, or at least I just won't have the notification on. If it's a channel I do like, I'll go back and check it out. But you can only watch so much stuff. You can only watch so much stuff, right? You can't. I don't know. SAG, stop accumulating gear. Actually, the acronym I found is diarrhea. Did I actually, what was it? Did I actually, I had it worked out before. It's the opposite of gas, though. Did I actually, oh yeah, the spelling of diarrhea is weird. Did I actually require having every equipment acquisition? Something like that. Anyways, basically like that. Can't remember how diarrhea is spelled. And that's okay. It's not a word you want to spell. Sound seems a little better than this morning. I think this morning, oh, well, I'm not using the built-in Google, what do they call it? Just the built-in live streaming. I'm not using that. I'm using something else called OBS. So I think that would be better. At least the video I know will be better. Let's see how the sound is. Sound seems a little better than this morning. I think this morning. Do we get the wrong one? Is it delayed again? So I think that would be better. At least the video I know will be better. A little bit delayed, I think. Sorry, got distracted there. Kinky Dong is asking, what is your top 10 favorite band's solo artist? Let me pull up a window over here and I'll give you a quick top 10. This is not all of them. This is just I use YouTube Music and I have a library set up that just has albums I've added, so let's go through it here. Stone Temple Pilots, Big Wreck, George Harrison, Queen, Led Zeppelin, Space Hog, The Verve, Beatles, Badfinger. Beatles, said that already. Paul McCartney, George Harrison, said that already. You know what? I don't think I have a top 10. Well, actually, Radiohead's one of my top favorite bands too, and I don't even have them on that list. British rock and classic rock. Pretty much anything like that I like. Barney purged 30 channels the other day. Hopefully not mine. Oh, obviously not. You wouldn't know this was happening. Overview effect. So you've been live in the morning and again now in the afternoon, evening. I'm afraid of what you're going to do in late evening stream. I don't have any plans to do it a third time. The reason I'm doing this is, honestly, I usually don't have time to do streaming at all. Like I did a few last summer and then I had to stop that. I just couldn't schedule it. It's tough to schedule it. Like I didn't schedule these. So I did one this morning that hopefully got the people that are in North America, because it was around 10:30. And then this one can hopefully catch some people that are like in, well, what time is it in Australia and around there? I definitely know there's some people that might catch it from over there. We're looking, yeah, it's the morning there now. So it's 10 in the morning there. It's Sunday over there. Yeah. Let's see here. Mitch is trying to do all the guitar challenges that people keep putting up. I can't keep up. What are those? I don't get it. What is the challenge and what is the point of it? That's what I'm like. Is it for a prize? Is it a contest or something? Zach Scott gas for a Line 6 Helix LT. Cool. That's one of those. Is that one of those? I'm honestly not up to date on all those digital boards. That's what that is, right? One of those interfaces that has like all the sounds in it and stuff. I've gone back old school. I'm like plug guitar into amp, no pedals. I've gone back. Dan is asking, do you know if YouTube is going to provide any way to fix copyright stuff? I don't know. It's tough. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything recently. I know, like, I do watch another channel that's called Creator Insiders, and it's the YouTube staff, and they're aware of all this stuff. And it's just like they've got this massive. I work in computer systems, so I can kind of sympathize a little bit. Like they've got this massive system that's really hard to manage. So my copyright claim that I got one recently last month for airplane sounds from a video that was from last summer. It wasn't even a recent video. I've filed a copyright dispute that got turned down. So I've actually emailed UMG. They've responded to me in German twice now because it's a German, they own a German YouTube channel that claimed one of my videos. So just waiting to hear back. Barney, your channel is my favorite to watch. Thanks. It's my favorite to watch too. I'm just kidding. No, I like, you know, a lot of the channels I watch are probably the ones a lot of people that watch my channel watch. Does that make sense? Seems to be like a close community. If you're kind of into the same kind of stuff, usually you end up watching the same or similar channels, right? Peter is asking, how do I keep things organized in my studio? Always seem to have a huge mess. I really found, well, I don't find it that organized right now, but these tables, getting stuff off the floor was huge. That was a big help. It just got stuff more organized. I've got shelves. I guess shelves would be it. I've got a lot of my guitars on the walls with the hangers. That gets it off the floor. That organized right now, but these. Okay, I'm just checking the feed here. That was yeah, it sounded okay. Here's a question I'm going to ask you guys in a sec. Okay. Still waiting for my T-shirt Archer guitars. They decided to print and ship another one. Still waiting for my T-shirt. You talking about from Teespring? Because I'm not actually very happy with that company. So I don't manage any of that, right? I just set my stuff up through them. They take care of everything. They make a ton of money. I barely make anything. When I ordered my shirt, it took forever. And my sister ordered one that took forever. So I apologize for that. I don't know if I'll continue that if, you know, they can't speed things up. Zach was asking something, then said yes. What was it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I do have the Line 6 Helix. A lot of guitarists put up a rhythm for other guitarists to play a solo to. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that's what that was. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I've been getting not a ton of comments. I don't get lots of comments on my videos, but my boss, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to enunciate this word, and I'm going to ask you guys how you say it. My boss Katana videos, Katana. How do you say that word? I say katana. I've always said katana blade. So people will just like be like, you don't know what you're saying, and they're like, they don't focus on the video, they focus on how I said that word. And I'm like, I know it's katana or katana. Just like Mario, Super Mario. Who cares? Get a life. Go away. Anyways, boss, katana. Tomatoes, right? I guess, same thing. Stephen Joe, how's it going? Coke Zero is going. Katana. Yeah, see. If I say katana, and here's why I say katana, it's pretty stupid. If you break the word apart, if you take the letters K-A-T, what are you saying? You're saying cat. You're not saying cot. So, cat, tan, I don't know. Who cares? Katana. I don't say katana, that's for sure. Yeah, there's no right or wrong. It doesn't matter, right? Different dialects, different, you know. You say potato, I say vodka. Have you ever played, Chuck is asking if I've ever played a Fender Mustang original. I've played a Fender Mustang V2. I think that's like is that the 20 watt with an 8-inch speaker? So I have played one, but not very much. But it was okay. Actually, I think I saw one used for like $50 somewhere. But I'm not in a gas mode right now. I'm not even interested in going into guitar stores or music stores right now, because I find that increases gas for sure. But I'd rather just play the stuff I have. I got some great stuff. Like, I've saved up for years to buy a lot of this stuff and just play it. 3 p.m. in Oregon. Cool. I gotta look at that. I don't know my states that well. I'm aware of all the names. Like, you tell me the name of a state and I can give a rough. Oh, that's the West Coast. Yeah, I wouldn't have known. You know what? Can't say I would have known that. Right under Washington. That's pretty far away. Cool. Oh, you're asking about the Mustang guitar? No. Sorry, Chuck. I thought you were talking about the amp. What a stupid naming convention, right? Let's name the guitar and the amp the same thing. That won't confuse anybody. Hey, let's make a new amp called the Fender Telecaster. It's an amp, not a guitar. What are you talking about? Let's do that. And then we'll make another amp called the Stratocaster. 1123 here in England. Cool. Steve's asking, the red Tele parts caster you built, and what did you use? I'll grab it. I'll bring it over. This thing is a beast. 10-pounder. This is like a Les Paul. But it's pretty cool. Okay, I'll go down. I'll break down all the parts. Trying to line this up. This is a parts caster breakdown. Neck is a Mighty Mite. So it's a licensed Tele. That's why it looks like a Tele, but has no, it's got no name on it or anything. Really nice, like a satin, soft satin. Very nice. Not too expensive. Tuners are, that's the standard, no, not standard. Fender vintage style tuners, right? And they just dropped in. What's next? It's Perloyd pickguard. That's a Fender pickguard. Fender wide range humbuckers. The pots and the switch inside are Fender. Well, it's a Fender switch for sure. The pots, I don't recall. The body. Now that's an interesting one. Oh, and the plate is a Fender plate. This thing weighs a lot though. So it's basically a non-Fender neck, a non-Fender body, but everything else is a Fender. The body is a body from a company called rockaudio.com, which used to be in a bunch of guitar magazines, and they went under because they couldn't keep up with their orders, I think, as far as I can tell. So this one is ash, and it's, I routed out the holes for the humbuckers here, and man, what am I saying? The wood on this, it's swamp ash. It's thick and dense, and that's why it's so heavy. People have told me there's a different kind of ash. Maybe this is like a northern ash or something. What else? Oh, it's got an electro socket jack, which is like, rather than a cup that gets screwed in, it's 2 screws in the side. A lot easier to manage. So this one probably gets played the least because it's heavy. And that's it. What did I miss there? 10:30. Hey, Jack Daniels 1010101. 10:30 a.m. in the Oz. Cool. That's why I'm doing this chat. To catch people on your side. Beautiful Telly, thanks. Squire used to make a Mustang with 90s. Yeah. You guys know the Guitar Geek? I think he has one of those on his channel. Hey Dale, again, I believe you're on this morning. Pretty sure. Doing a second afternoon chat to catch people that missed the first one. And then I probably won't do one again for another 5-6 months. Thanks, Zach. Yeah, it is a cool guitar. And it sounds really good. I did a video on it. You want to hear a good sounding tone? I will paste. Let me paste a link here. It's nice being a moderator on my own chat. I can paste what I want. Check out the tone. Hurry up, stupid computer. Okay, hold on here. See if I can find it. It was a while ago. I think it was last fall. I did a video with this guitar. And any day, there it is. It was a Teletone Tuesday video. It's this. Grab the thing here. This guitar and the Vox Mini Super Beetle together. And I think the tone is awesome. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? Check out that video later. Or now. Whatever you want to do. Steve is asking if the neck has been pretty stable. Yeah, the neck is really good. No sharp edges. No sharp frets. Nothing to complain about at all. And they're relatively cheap. You can get them from StewMac. I think they go for Canadian $125, which if you compare that to a Fender, an official Fender neck, I think that's about half the price. Barney's got to go to bed. No problem. Thanks for, I'm glad you caught this one because I know you missed the one this morning. So, cool. Thanks for checking it out. Guitar Hack was live. Is he still live right now? I'll be on. Hey, Ed. The real Ed is here. Yeah, another stream. I'm doing a PM to catch all the people that I couldn't catch in the morning because I have the time today to do it. So, hey, Terry's here. Oh, maybe people are finishing their craft dinner and hot dogs, and they're all coming in here now. That's cool. Yeah, twice in one day. This is my 12 point. This is Lando Live 12.5. It's a half. The movie was good. I liked the movie. I didn't love it. That's my review. Like, I loved Thor Ragnarok. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. I didn't love this one, but it was good. It's a Marvel movie. They don't screw them up. They do well. They do well. They make them well. They make them good. That's what I meant to say. Yargnad, hey, I'm back again. Yep. Doing a PM, and then I should be playing. Oh, you're not talking to me. What time is it? 6:30? I know Tone King's on at 8. Guitar Pit, hey, how's it going? Let's see here. Guitar Hack, hey, how you doing? I saw you were on. I sent you a message to get the hell off. It's rare that I do live streams, right? And I was just joking, but the second one of the day. Actually, let me see here. If you guys got any questions? I'm not on a deadline right now to go anywhere. This morning I was trying to leave, so I only had an hour, but I'm good to hang out for a bit. I'm also trying OBS, which is different. Terry, no crap dinner and hot dogs for me. That's for breakfast, right? Overview says I'm going to do a third stream tonight. Maybe after I watch hockey and have too many beers or something, I'll come on here all wasted. And forget the camera's on. That'll be a mess. Rocking the frozen pizzas, cool. I just had takeout. I had some, we got a takeout here called Greek on Wheels, so I had like a Greek souvlaki with like rice and chicken. It's awesome. Really good. You don't feel like crap after you eat it. Audio's still out of sync, eh? What can I do about that? What can I do about that? Let me check it out here. Yeah, it's the OBS. I don't know what it's doing. Let me see here if I can tweak it a little bit. Sample rate, output, audio. I'll have to play around with it a little bit. Try to figure that out. That's why sometimes it's easier just to do the Google right through the YouTube thing. What is he talking about? Nobody knows. Yeah. Strange. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Properties, advanced audio. Oh, here we go. Sync offset. Down mix to mono. Yeah, anyways, I'm not going to play around with that right now. I'm not recording. So anyways. Just don't look at me. Just look away and just listen. You don't need to see. I'm not doing anything you need to see. Oh, sorry, I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I missed a couple questions. Ed Dana, which PV are you selling? I'm selling the PV Classic 20 mini head. Okay. Hot dogs and breakfast is Savage. I need me a PV Classic 30. Smaller bit rate. Yeah, what? I don't have anything. I'm looking for the audio settings and I don't see anything to change that. I gotta look more into it. And Dale, that answers your question. There's a lot of settings in OBS. You can tweak tons of stuff. It's not very, it can be pretty, I guess, overwhelming at first. I'm pretty good with software, but it's easy to set up. like there's no problem there, and adding a camera and adding your microphone and stuff. Just seems to be tweaking it. It's almost like a PC if you're into gaming or something, trying to maximize your video card to get the best performance, something like that kind of. All right. Yeah, the sound is okay. It's just apparently if I talk slower, it should be in sync. Jason Wade, how's it going again? Yeah, I'm back up again, doing a PM edition. If I didn't say hi to anybody, let me see. Who did I miss? HK. Hi, Lando. Love your singing, and those videos are bad. Thanks. Yeah, those are old ones. Those are old ones that were pulled off a tape, put onto the computer a few years ago, and I found them on a hard drive. So I've been posting those once in a while. Marsman, hey, how you doing? What are you liquidating? I am selling my Vox AC4 C1-12. Somebody's buying that tomorrow. I've got an Ampeg 15-watt bass amp, which I thought I'd use, but I don't. I just go direct in for bass. And I'm selling a, what's the third thing? Oh, the PV Classic 20. It's kind of, where is it? Over, right there. All right. So many good amps, so little time and money. Ed, yeah, it's a tube head. That's right. It's pretty cool. Once I got, so that was my first tube head. Once I got the Marshall, they're not the same. Like they do different things. But once I got the Marshall, and once I got the Vox Mini Super Beetle, the Super Beetle is my Vox, kind of clean all the way to chimey breakup, classic rock stuff. It's good for that. And then the Marshall, that's good clean as well. And you can do the really high gain with that. So those are the only two I need right now. And I've got a couple 1x12 cabinets, and I'm good. Lowering the video bitrate. Let me see if that's a thing that I don't want to try to tweak anything live because I don't know if that'll matter. My CPU usage is pretty low. It's like, oh no, OBS is pretty, yeah, OBS is being a hog. Okay, let me see here what I can do. Video. No, I can't change anything right now. It's active. Yeah, so, yeah, maybe that's it, right? I also have it at 1080p. Who knows? I don't think the video card is that great in this system, so. All right. Almost is synced. Yeah, if I just keep talking slow. I have to use my cell phone, my VidSync. Chuck Booth. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I used my cell phone for 2 years. 2 years. And then I just got a new camera a year ago. Uh-oh. We got 2 mods now. Guys got to really cut out the swearing, okay? I'm having a... oh, sorry. Shane, how's it going? 2 live streams today. My, yeah, the video is good. The audio is a little bit out of sync, and I'm noticing that OBS is chugging the CPU. So, while I'm chugging a Coke Zero sugar. Coke Zero sugar. They changed the name. Lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this is the second live stream. I did one this morning for the local people, and I'm doing one now for all the way into the future people, right? Stephen Joe, one regret is letting go PV Valve King 50. That thing must have been huge. What was in that? It's a 50 watt. What is the speaker or the speakers in that? Actually, I got a question for you guys. How much would you pay for a used PV? Oops. PV Classic 20 mini head? I've got it on Kijiji. I might be asking too much, but I always make it negotiable. It's not a you know, fixed price. I'm not interested in trades. New, I'm surprised. When I bought it, it was around 600 bucks. New today, that's 600 Canadian. New today, the last time I checked, it was 599 US on Sweetwater, which in Canadian is about 700. So I'm thinking a used amp, usually, I don't know, you cut half and then add a little bit. Not exactly 50% off, but depending on the condition too, that amp is mint condition. It's been sitting in this room. So yeah, let me see how much I paid for that. Pull up that. I'm gonna pull up my receipt. I believe it was about, I don't know if I'll be able to find this, but 400, Terry? Yeah, so I think I put it up for 500. Knowing that the way I always see it is you always ask for more, right? If you ask for what you think you're going to get less. It's just the way it works. At least here in Canada. What did I buy here? PV. I bought it in 2017. I paid, I have no idea. I bought, wow, it was $5.99 Canadian plus tax. So it was like six, what is that? It was well over, almost 700 bucks. So now they're $5.99 American. So I guess depends, right? New, used, depends what you're doing. The AC4 they sell for $479 new here, so like just over 500 with tax. The guy is going to buy it for $360. I thought that was fair. It's a good amp. I just don't need it. I find it a little bit boxy, and it is like a box shape. Excuse me. All right. Guitar Hack, pay no more than 400 for it. Yeah, so probably I'll get around 400 then. If somebody, offers me 400, I'll take it, because I'd rather somebody enjoy it than me have it sitting on the shelf there collecting dust. Oh, sorry, I'm going back up here. 3300 is a sweet spot for output settings. I'm going to have to, Shane, I'll talk to you after about that, just to look. I've played around with these settings enough, and I've done test live streams offline and everything. Thought I had it figured out, but then, stuff happens. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's a lot of settings. Could be my my resolution, output, scale, downscale filter. Anyways, that's boring stuff. All right, what did I miss? Ed, I have at least 10 amps now. What I want or what I need are totally different. I don't need another amp. That's right. Okay, how much was it new? I said that. Yeah, 400. All right. And it's asking how used is it? It's 2 years old, and it's not very used. It was used in a lot of videos. It was never taken out of this room. It's never been gigged with. Has no dirt on it. Got no beer spilt on it. It has no mojo. It's clean. It looks like it's brand new. All right, what did I miss here? Scroll back here. Terry, 400, 450 max on Kijiji. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's the thing too. I'm not in any hurry to dump it. I'm not. I got enough space. I'm not. Sync offset. Mitch is saying, yeah, I'll have to play around with it later again. Janice here. Hey, how's it going, Janice? Peter, nice parts caster. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, no problem. If you ever want to see any of my guitars, well, not see them, but if you have any questions about the parts casters I've done or mods I've done to guitars, just let me know. I love talking about that stuff. I've done 2 parts casters. Well, kind of 3. I kind of rebuilt one. But I found those 2 projects, out of anything I've done, out of any type of music project, those have been the most fun things to do. Just picking, I think there's something about picking your own parts and then putting them together, and then you feel like you really own that guitar. So I started, before I'd done the parts casters, I just started basic stuff like modding pickups. That was the first thing. And I started that on a really cheap Strat clone from Monoprice. It was a guitar that was, I did a video about it recently. It was a $70 guitar. So I had no fear of messing up the guitar if I did some kind of crazy messed up routing or something. You know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't a concern. And I still have that guitar. It's been really good. Paul Guitar Music 2, how's it going? Lefty Mike, hi there. Oh, one new thing that I'm trying right now. So I've got a cabinet on the ground there. It's called a custom cabinet, but I took the stock speaker out of that, and I've had the Texas Heat. I keep wanting to say Texas Special because I have those pickups. Texas Heat. I had that speaker, and I was playing my Marshall DSL-20 into that for at least the past year, and I just put in a Celestion V12 70 watt. So I'm really liking that too. It's a really nice speaker too, and I think. Pretty sure, oh, I know for sure, I saw it in Shane's video. Shane did a video 2 days ago showcasing all his gear, and he talks about his Marshall DSL-40, and that was the stock speaker in that. So, and that's a really cool video. If you guys haven't seen that, you want to see all of Shane's gear, he went through everything. It's like an hour long. I put it on last night, and I watched the whole thing. Not a joke. Well, I had it on. I listened to the whole thing. Sometimes you don't need to see everything, right? That's a cool thing. I do that with a lot of videos. If I'm working on something in the background, I was actually changing the speaker in that cabinet, and I had that video on. What did I miss here? Check you later. Pizza up. The red one is pretty cool, no doubt. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, your frozen pizza's ready? Okay. Enjoy. Does anyone here... Oh, Jason's asking. The quickest way to find out the proper replacement locking tuners for a guitar. Yeah, that can be tricky sometimes. I ran into that with what neck was it? 50s neck I have for my Telly. It can only take vintage style tuners unless you want to mess with the holes and actually drill and stuff, and I wasn't going to do that. So, way to find out, I guess. Not really sure. Denny Allen, the video stream looks like a foreign film that was dubbed English. It actually, you're not watching this live. This is being dubbed English. This is actually an Estonian video that, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've got a sync problem. I'm trying OBS, which is a software package for live streaming, and it's telling me the CPU is only using 15%, 30 frames per second. My kilobits are 3100. Everything no drop frames, so where the issue is, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Lefty Mike, your 2 parts casters, what did you do for string trees? 1 or 2? Put 2 on mine. Let me take a look. I don't remember. Okay. This is number 1. Go close there. 1. Right there. And number 2. Also 1. I forgot. I like this one. This one's cool. It's one of those discs, like a 50s vintage style thing, if you can see that there. Let's go really close. Focus. Focus. Come on, camera. So I did 1. How did I pick 1 or 2? I don't remember. I really don't remember. I do these things so quickly, and then time goes by, and I don't really remember what I did there. Okay, guys, talking to each other there. Oh, Jurgnod also watched the entire video. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? All the amps, all the guitars. And close up, because sometimes you don't see them close up, right? You just see them in the video or in the back. It's neat to see stuff close up. You actually feel like you're looking at it in person. Gear rundown. Look at his stuff. I want, but I can't afford. I did watch the whole video too. It's fun, right? Learn to throw your voice. Amaze your friends. Yeah. Yeah, there's just so many variables. I work in computers, right? So I just know there's so many things that could be doing this. It's probably something simple, probably a click, one checkbox, but anyways, how long have we been going on here? I gotta stay on too long. I know rolling up to 7 o'clock. Have I been on an hour yet? Oh, we're up. Yeah, we're about almost at an hour here. Maybe I'll wrap it up at an hour. And Mitch, the red Telecaster is really nice looking. Thanks. It is really great. Yeah, it's a good guitar. It's just too heavy, and that's the one thing that sucks about it. But I made it, so I like it. I would never try to sell it. You'd never get anything for a parts caster. Dale, at this point, not worth. I know. I don't know. I fixate on those things, right? I guess it's probably because of when I do a lot of the video editing and stuff, I'm very picky on how it sounds and how everything comes out. So, anyways, yeah. If you guys have any questions, are you guys gonna tune in? 8 o'clock, Tone King, right? He's doing some kind of. I think he said he has Tascam. Somebody that works from Tascam or the owner of Tascam. Can't remember what he said. That should be pretty interesting. Somebody with some insight. I used a Tascam. I think it was an 8-track. It was digital, an 8-track digital tape recorder. With my band. Well, this would be about over 10 years ago. We used it to record an EP. Pretty sure that was Tascam. Does that sound right? Did they make tape recorders? I tried turning it off and on again. I have not. No, I did this morning. Yeah, but that's when I was playing. I was just going through the browser stream, and that worked okay. But I find with that, the video quality is not as good because YouTube is controlling that. I have no say in that. So I think I'm taking a hit for the video quality being better. I look pretty white and washed out. That's why I'm doing 2 of these today. I'm getting good practice on these. I don't do these often enough, but let's see if I missed anything here. Yeah, Ed, the trouble with parts guitars resale, and actually they're often better than what you get off the shelf. I wouldn't disagree, but I wouldn't go buy one either, right? There's too much. I don't like the mystery involved. Unless it was a friend that I know and I saw him build it or something, something like that. But otherwise, and that also kind of scares me out of buying used guitars in some stores just because they can say they're one thing, but you really don't know the full story behind a guitar. So if you want the original and you want to make sure it's, you know what I mean? Am I making sense? I had a 4-track Tascam analog back in the day. Yeah, okay, cool. So I think I do. It was a Tascam. It was an 8-track digital, but it was still tape. And let me think, what did we do with that? I think we had 2 of them. We might have had 16 tracks, actually. And if I remember correctly, we had a problem with one. We ended up not using tape, and we went to use, I think we used Cubase on a Mac or something like that to record it. Yeah. Peter, I applaud your purging efforts, but your wife is happy too. The sync is similar to a Japanese sci-fi movie. Yeah. Yeah, the purging, it's just, my wife doesn't care about that. She doesn't really notice that kind of stuff. But Yeah, it's just, you build up. Shane, I know Shane goes through it too, right? He talked about it in his video there. He collects only so many guitars, and then if he's not playing them, if you're not going to even bring them out ever, why keep them? Unless there's some kind of sentimental value to them or something. But like all the guitars I have in here, I play them all. I actually do play them all. Except the bass guitar, but I have that because I use it for when I do some kind of tracking. I do use it once in a while. But that's why I'm selling, I mentioned before, I'm selling my Ampeg bass amp, a little practice bass amp. I bought it thinking I was going to play with it in the room here, and I don't use it at all. Terry's saying part of the OBS. Yeah, okay. Just synced up. You serious? Well, that's weird. It wasn't me, if that's true. Jason is asking, have you ever played Jim Adkins' JA90 Telecaster thin line? No, but I'm aware of it. I have a Fender catalog from 2018, and I've seen it in there. And I think it has like these black pickups. I'm not sure if they're P90s. I'm guessing they're P90s, but or there's some kind of Fender P90s. Looks pretty cool. The telly body is heavy because it's from Rock Audio. Yeah. Does anybody remember Rock Audio? They were only around for a couple of years. This would have been around 20, maybe 20, when did I build those? 2014, 2015. And I don't get the magazines anymore, but I used to subscribe to Guitar Player or Guitar World. I can't remember which one. And Premier Guitar. And they were advertising in one of those. So they had a full page. And I remember looking, and it just they sold necks and bodies, and I have one of the necks. It's actually I'll grab the neck right now. And their stuff was super cheap, and that was the thing. You could build a guitar for like $300 or something, like the full guitar. Let me grab it, but I'll tell you about it in a sec. See here, grab it. I've got it as a window lock right now. Shane, Coke Zero Fun. You saw that, eh? Thanks, man. Okay, so I don't know what I'm seeing here right now. Let me get this. Lost my window. Can't see myself. Okay, here we go. This is a Rock Audio Tele neck. Look at that headstock. I didn't notice the headstock when I bought it. You couldn't really tell in the picture. This is, can't remember if this is the one. There's one that I bought that was warped. I think it's this one. Yeah, it might be this one. I don't remember. The finish on it's really nice. Like, it's not too bad. It was like, might have been 30, 40 bucks for this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was 50. Super cheap though, right? And I think what happened with that company, Nick in the States would know more about that. I think he remembers saying, I think he told me that they got too many orders and they couldn't keep up with it. Yeah, the headstock. You can put your chin. It's a chin rest. Hey, what are you doing? Stuck in my road here. So now I use it. I bought the Mighty Mite neck. So now this is like I have a window up there, and it keeps the window secure, and we can break in. What'd I miss here? Scroll back up. Shane's saying stuff is going and more stuff will be gone soon. Hopefully then more stuff will probably arrive. That's how it goes. Bam Ozzy. All my guitars offer something different. Mine too. And that's why I keep them all. They all have something different. Maybe I'll do a gear rundown. Not a gig rundown. A gear rundown. Go through my stuff. I don't know if that's interesting. I like Shane's, so maybe you guys, if you actually like that kind of stuff, just to see what people have, right? Because you don't know. I see the stuff every day, so for some reason in my mind, I think everybody knows what I have. But let's see here. Play all two of my guitars. Chuck, that's cool. Two guitars. I used to only have two guitars up until about 2014. I had one guitar. I used to have just an acoustic guitar. I still have that one, but an electric. I just had one of each. If I missed something here, I'm just scrolling back. Yeah, so like I was saying. Oh, Dale, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll put in. I keep a list of video ideas, and put this away. If the thing for me now is, it's got to be fun for me to make the video too. I don't just make them. I used to just make them to make a video, to have something out. And if you go look back, and I said this earlier this morning, don't actually go look back, but if you look at older videos I've done back in 2016, the early videos, I was basically copying Shane and using a green screen, and I thought that's what YouTube was. And I thought everybody would care about what shirt I was wearing. I had no clue. I was clueless. So yeah, maybe I'll go through it. I showed this one this morning. This is another monoprice gold top, $119 guitar. They even have the kind of. Oh, you want to see something funny? I'll show you with this. This guitar is pretty decent. It's not too bad. It doesn't like. It's not amazing or anything, but something funny on this one. If you guys know Monoprice, company in the States that sells cables and stuff like that, they have. I'm trying to get the angle there. You see, it's got a number on the back, and it looks like a serial number. It's actually just the model number, and they have that on all their products. It's kind of funny. You think it's a serial number for the actual guitar, but has nothing to do with that. What time we got here? I think we're over an hour now. I'm losing track of time. 7 o'clock. I'm not going to go too much longer. I don't want to cut into, 8 o'clock. Tone King is on. But you guys are good to go a little bit. I got 31 watching. That's pretty good for me. I'm not really a live stream thing. That's what, yeah, Mitch, that's what it is. It's Route 66. I don't know what that name means. It must be a reference to something in California. Or, no, is that something, is it a reference to somewhere that Gibson made guitars? I don't know. Yeah, hey, whoa, boom, shalakalakla. How's it going? Is your name, let me ask you this, is your username, is that a reference to NBA Jam? Because I'm a big, well, I'm not so much anymore, but I used to play tons of video games. And they used to say that in that game. Yeah, so I was saying before, all my guitars have something different. I get different sounds from each one. Not one single guitar sounds like the other. Like just the pickup combinations or, yeah. They're all unique. I don't have a duplicate of anything. I think if I did, I wouldn't keep it. Like, Esto has 3 guitars, a Square Affinity, hollow body Gretsch, and acoustic that I don't use. I've never played a Gretsch yet. I still haven't played a Gretsch. I should someday. Right. Okay, yeah, so I got that reference. NBA Jam. He's on fire. Mitch, yeah, so that guitar, how much did you pay for that? That's not my guitar. That's my buddy's guitar. He lent it to me. He wasn't playing it. He paid $119 back in 119 US in 2014, I think. I don't think they make that one anymore. And the rumor I heard is that they were being sued because of the headstock, which sounds pretty legit, if you ask me. Also, well, that's what. Also, the Strat clone that I have from Monoprice, same thing. It looks a lot like a Strat headstock. Let me pull that one over here. Route 66, Will Rogers Highway, Main Street of America. Okay, so it's an American reference, yeah. This is, oh my screen up here. Where are you? There you are. This is the route. No, this is the. They call this one a California Classic. Same thing. It's got the serial number on the back. That's just a product number. It's kind of funny. It's actually a really nice guitar. Like the finish. Surprisingly, that's a basswood body, and it looks really nice. And I've got lace sensors in it. This was my first mod project guitar. The frets are really good. The neck is really, really good. And this was not a joke. 69 bucks, 71 bucks or something like that. I ended up paying for shipping just because I wanted to get it delivered more quickly. Otherwise I could have driven over and picked it up in the US. But cheapest guitar ever. And they don't make that one anymore. Where's the best place to buy monoprice in Canada? I know they sell on eBay, I think, and through Amazon, but I've always just bought directly to them, from them, I mean. But the dollar was better too. So I don't really buy much from the US anymore at all, just because our dollar hasn't been on par for a long time. It's not worth it. Used to be worth it to for me to order something from Sweetwater and even pay the duty. It would still be cheaper than getting it in Canada, but it's not anymore. It's been like that for a while. So, Midway made some killer games in the day. Yep, I'm a huge fan of all those old games like that. Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam. They made a ton of good stuff. Guitar Hack finished his cigar yet? Yeah, he's right there. You can ask him. Yeah. Oh, and I still haven't tried a P90 guitar either. That's one thing, surprisingly. It's not that I can remember. Definitely want to someday. Definitely not worth it with a duty. Yeah, you get screwed with duty. It's happened to me a couple times. So this can be an example. What did I buy? The duty. So if you buy something from the States, have it shipped to Canada, you sometimes don't get to pick the courier. So it can be UPS, it can be FedEx, whatever. A number of times it's been UPS, and they do something called a brokerage fee, and it's like a flat rate of like 30, 40 bucks. So like if you bought something that was 50 bucks, and then you're adding 40 bucks onto it, and you were getting a deal, you just lost that deal. So that was starting to happen more often, so I said forget the States. Can't buy stuff from there anymore. It doesn't make sense. Don't forget to use a noise gate if you buy a P90. Yeah, I've heard that. Well, Shane can tell you all about that. He had the Gibson Custom, right? Couldn't live with it because of the noise. So I just want to try one in a store. I don't think I want to own one, but my favorite pickups that I have today would be there's two. The lace sensor dually red with high gain, and I really like these ones. Oh, where are they? Ah, it's too far away. Shawbuckers in my Tele Pro. They're humbuckers. They can't handle high gain. If you give it high gain, they squeal. They're not potted. They have like rubber gaskets inside instead of wax, which I didn't know at the time when I bought it. So it kind of freaked me out at first when I plugged in and it squealed. And I found an article about it. Tim Shaw, who made them, he described this is like an old vintage style pickup basically. So it's cool. It's not for everybody, right? But I really like them. Jeremy C, how's it going? Metal Theater 123 from Timmins. Hey, how you doing? Timmins is in Northern Ontario, Canada. It's an hour and a half away from a small town called Kirkland Lake, and that's where I'm from. And they have about 80 feet of snow right now. I use an ISP decimator with P90s. I'm guessing that's some kind of noise controller. Yeah. what I was saying about the pickups. Yeah, those are my two favorite. Oh, I guess if I had a third, it'd be the Texas Special. Fender Custom Shop Texas Special that I have in my Telly. That thing is gritty. I love it. Just like got this. I love the words that people use, right, to describe guitar tones. If you talk to somebody that wasn't into guitar and music and they heard you talking like that, they'd be like, "What the hell are you saying?" Has a warm kind of a gritty, you know, like it just doesn't even make sense. I don't know. There's only so many words and sounds and things you can use to describe guitar, right? Eventually everything's the same. But it's just fun, I guess. I don't know. And that's just me. Jeremy C is from Central and Northern California. How you doing? So that's, you're looking like you're mid-afternoon there. Cool. And that's why I'm doing this second chat today, to catch people that missed the early one, because I did the early one at 10:30 this morning, which would have made it really early for West Coast, which would have made it middle of the night for Asia and New Zealand and Australia and that part of the world. So I had the time today, so just wanted to catch everybody. I think these are fun to do, right? Because you watch videos of people, and to actually interact is pretty fun. I love doing these live streams. I prefer, sorry, Coke Zero is coming back up. I told somebody, I'm a big hockey fan, right? I like to watch Hockey Night in Canada here in Canada. Yeah, Hockey Night in Canada. And it's Saturday night at 7. It's on right now. I'm missing it. I'd rather do a live stream now. I really like the interaction and I don't know when that started. I think maybe a couple of years now. I'm not sure. Anyways. Okay. Thornbuckers are great. Bamazzi, I hear that Thornbuckers are great. Happy with my stock PRS PUs. Thornbuckers. I was watching Pete Thorne's chat the other day, and I'm still confused. I didn't get a straight answer. Are those named after Ian Thornley, or are they named after Pete Thorne for Thornbuckers? I, for some reason, think it's Ian Thornley, but if I go on their site, it's got a picture of Pete Thorne. So that confused me, but somebody said it was Ian Thornley. I don't know. Jeremy's asking, how do I like the stock? I'm going to assume that's not Cox, but Vox. Vox, not Cox. COX, yeah. The Vox Pathfinder for living room amp. It's pretty good for that. It's really loud. It's really loud. Let me grab it. Because it's not too big. But it's big enough. Like, I haven't seen one of these. It's not that far off from the size of the AC4. And this one I added, what did I put in here? Celestian 15. I put an 8-inch speaker in here, and I did a mod to it. It's called an LED mod. Basically, you clip off the LEDs, and what does it do? It like disables a limiter on the PCB, which gives you this crazy amount of headroom and increases. I don't know if it's going to hurt the amp in the long run. I don't know, but it's just really cool. It works. Makes it so loud. They're named after Pete Thorne. Okay, that's what I thought. But you can see why that's confusing, right? I knew of Ian Thornley long before Pete Thorne. Ian from Big Wreck. All right, Peter's got to go. Stomach is growling. Hey, you can eat and watch at the same time. Come on. Just don't eat over your keyboard like Terry does. He's got food in his keys. Is he still here? Just picking on him. All right, what time we got here? We're at 7:13. Terry's gone home. How many people we got watching now? 35. Wow, that's cool. I guess, Saturday night. Stay on for a little bit here. I got nothing, nowhere to run to. All right. I think my Epiphone Les Paul Standard Pro has Pro Bucker. Is that a Plus Top Pro? Is that the same one I have? Because I'm pretty sure that's Pro Buckers. And those are good. I like those too. Dale, you have been the king of small amp reviews, Lando. Hey, thanks. You know why? tell you the honest truth, that I did a lot of those videos at the beginning. They were like 30-40 bucks. I just bought them out of pocket, and it was cheap to do these videos. So I did like, I had the Fly 3, and then I just would go through all the different ones, and it didn't cost me that much. Never, you don't really make your money back or anything like that, but I'd buy them and then sell them off, and some were just complete garbage. There was just some that they're not even fun to turn on. They're just, one I can think of is the Fender Mini Twin. That's probably the worst little mini amp I've ever heard. It sounds like a radio speaker, like it just buzzes, like it just farts, like it's stupid. I don't know why they made it. It looks cool though. That's the thing. I've always said that they look like real amps. Put them on the shelf. I don't know. AC4 is a loud beast. It is. I just had mine on a few minutes ago. Just turned it on to test it. I don't like to sell stuff that doesn't work, so I was just testing it out. So yeah, that one's going. AC4 C1-12. I originally bought that one because I liked the idea of a tube Vox amp that had a 12-inch speaker that wasn't huge like an AC15. Then the Vox Mini Super Beetle came out, and that totally replaced my interest in the AC4. I just didn't have a need for both. So, yeah. Katana Mini is awesome. Yeah, Paul Guitar Music too. I still have mine. It's really good. Katana Air is nice. I haven't played one of those. A lot of people, oh yeah, and then we got the Yamaha THR. I had the Yamaha THR, I'm going to say the 5, and mine rattled. The metal actually rattled in it. That's not why I got rid of it. I had that, and I just, that would be a really good amp. It has a USB out. It would be a really good amp if you wanted to do recording, because it had all the different amp types in it. If you didn't have like a full digital audio workstation, or like, you know, you could use that for recording basically, which was redundant for me because I have a Focusrite interface, and I have all these kinds of things. I'm just talking like Arnold Schwarzenegger now. I got all these kinds of things, and you got this stuff in the things and like that. Mitch, oh sorry, I'm going down too far. Blackstar ID Core 10 for practice amp. Yeah, I had one, and I thought that amp, that's one of the first amps that I heard. Well, I plugged in a store, and I bought it literally 2 minutes after I just tried it out for a second. It was the 3D Sound. If you guys don't know that series, it's they're modeling amps that they have these. They're not even that big, little speakers in stereo, and the way they project the sound, it fills a room. So it's pretty cool. It's actually, I think the Yamaha THR does a similar kind of sound. The Core 10 is a bigger box though. That's the 10 watt. And yeah, the only reason I didn't keep it was because also I wasn't playing it a few years ago when I had, at one point I had 5 1x12 combo amps, and that was just getting silly. Marsman, still have the Fly 3. Now you want the Nux, new X. And guess what I have on my desk always, right here? The new X. Nux, Bowbucks, Fanana, Fana, Fo. What? I got distracted there. I was thinking of getting Bamazi. Am I saying that right? Bam Ozzy. Oh yeah, Bam Ozzy, like Ozzy Osbourne. Thinking of getting Katana 50. It has a low watt setting. Yeah, so does the 100 has that too, I think. You can do 100, 50, and 1 maybe? I can't remember. Maybe the 50 can do 50, 25, and 1, I think. Something like that. They're pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not yawning. Yeah, the Katana. I had the Katana 100. Katana or Katana? I just talked about this earlier. And my only thing with it was I wasn't playing guitar with it. Does that make sense? I would turn it on, I'd play with the knobs, and also I wanted to buy a new guitar, so I used it to. They sell quickly. They're pretty good for reselling. Oh, I think I need a refill. Yep. Oh, FD mic. Test with a Fender Super Champ X2. Recording with USB. USB head fizz line out was much better. Okay, cool. I'd like to try one of those amps. The heads aren't that expensive. They're like, you probably get one for about, I know new they're about 400 here in Canada. Probably get one for about 200, 300. Cool. Yeah. Peter's asking, oh, one sec here. Shane's got to go. That's right. He's in the future. We're at night here, and he's already Sunday morning, right? Thanks, Shane. Thanks for the. I need a refill, so I'm gonna go buy some right after this. Have a good night. Are you still happy with the Marshall DSL-20? Yes, I am. It's right there. That's my DSL-20 and my Vox. Those are my two go-to. I play them equally as. Yeah, I really like it. I don't know how. I usually play it in 10-watt mode because I don't need the power in this room. I'd like to play it in a band setting someday. I don't play in a band anymore, but I hope to one day go back to playing again. I used to love playing. It was fun. It was a lot of work too. I was in an original. I was the lead singer in an original band, so we wrote our own songs. Only did a couple covers, and it's a lot of work, right? To try to get people out to see your shows and stuff when you're not a cover band, and it was fun. I really liked it. Definitely want to do it again someday. All right, what did I miss? I'm gonna get a refill, and this is gonna take probably like 10 seconds. Back. Is that 10 seconds? 10 seconds Canadian. It's different here, right? Time goes differently here. Time slows down because of the maple syrup. All right. Sunday here. Yep. Chuck Booth, have a good one. Bedtime. I think I was talking about the Marshall DSL-20. I still love it. It's awesome. It's my first Marshall. It's the first amp where I've got a Boss DD7 looped into it. Oh, you can see it on the floor down there. And it's the one amp I have never used a pedal on, except in a video I made about it. But other than that, I don't use any pedals with it. So, Mitch, you got to go watch a movie. Cool. Have fun. Thanks for chatting. Maybe we'll go about 5 more minutes, 7:30, then people can go have a break, and then everybody go and watch Tone King at 8. Tune in for the Tone King. Yeah. Pretty sure it's at 8 o'clock. Let me double check. Pretty sure I got that right. He is on. What does it say here? Pretty sure I saw 8 o'clock. Why isn't it showing up now? Anyways, pretty sure it's 8 o'clock. HK. When did you first start singing? Was it same time as guitar? No, before guitar. Yeah, I was trying to think when it was. Definitely always liked singing. I bought my first acoustic guitar in, I've been playing that long relatively, like 2000, it's either 2002, maybe 2001 or 2. I bought an acoustic guitar, taught myself to play open chords and strumming, and like there was no YouTube, there was no instructional videos back then. I didn't get a teacher. I went and bought some software that was like guitar lessons on a CD-ROM, and went through all those programs and did that. So I was able to play, like I'm a rhythm guitarist. I don't pretend to ever be a lead, like lead guitarist. I'm trying. Like I like to learn. stuff like that. But anyways, so I learned to play the basic chords and stuff like that, and then started writing songs, and then put out a post on some kind of internet, probably a chat group or something back then. Internet was so different back then. Then I wanted to start a band, and then that forced me to learn guitar quicker, because when you're with other people, you end up bouncing stuff off each other, and you're trying to keep up. And yeah, that's how I learned to play and sing at the same time, I guess, towards after that. Bearded Blues Dude was going to go. Hang 5 more. Cool. Video. Shoot some videos. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up at 7:30. Alright. Does the Vox Mini take pedals well? Yeah, it did. I did a video on it. Go look on my channel. And you'll see me say in that video, I remember making that video, you don't need any pedals for that amp. Here comes the Diet Coke. Not Diet Coke. Coke Zero. I really don't think you need any pedals for that amp, unless you want some kind of, different kind of effects. But it has built-in reverb, it has built-in tremolo, it has the master volume and the gain. For me, that covers everything that I'm playing these days. Sorry. Jason got a Taylor Mini GS Mahogany. Cool. I don't know what that is. Is that an acoustic? Yeah, Taylor's acoustic only. Yeah. What's the GS? Is that just the model name? Guitar hack is taken off. Are you saying later to other people? Okay. 7:30. Guitar hack singing and playing now. It's tough. Yeah, it is. I think I did a video about 2 or 3 years ago about songwriting without any theory and how I do it. It got no views or anything like that. It was when my channel was brand new, but basically, how can I say, that's something, like, that's hard to, I think there's certain things that you either got or you don't, and you can try to learn and get better. Like, I just don't think I have lead guitar skills in me. That's just not something I'll ever be able to do. I'll get better at playing guitar, but it's just not, I've kind of accepted that I just don't think it's something I can do. And I think some people just can't sing, right? You have vocal cords that are shaped a certain way. It's your DNA, it's your genetics, it's how your body's made up. You can't sound good. So, and then being able to master the skill of timing, strumming with singing and balancing that together, that's tough. That's not easy at all. I can't even say how you can learn that. I'm not a teacher though, so. All right, boom, shalakalaka, he's on fire. Keep up the videos, Lando. Cool, take care. Yeah, got a couple more minutes here. We can go on an hour and a half. Everybody always says this, and I say it too. It's crazy when you do these, time just flies. And I've been talking about nothing but pure horse shiitake mushrooms. I swear. Real life, I swear. This isn't real life, right? I don't swear on my channel because I wanted my kids to watch it. Now my kids swear more than I do. So that worked out well. I got there. Jason, yeah, it's acoustic, travel, parlor size. Cool. I don't know where my acoustic guitar is. It's packed away somewhere, but it's a jumbo, country jumbo, and I'll never sell it. It's a Yamaha. Singing, playing can be a challenge, yeah. Learn some blues, best way to start soloing. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'm doing blues stuff, I guess, I'd say. You know what I'm really listening to a ton is George Harrison. His first solo album from 1970, All Things Must Pass. That's got a lot of great guitar on it. I'm just playing along to that all the time. Not the slide stuff. That stuff I haven't figured out. I have one of those, but where is it? Right here. Right? It's a 212 Dunlop. Tell people to learn the Beatles to sing. Yeah? I like the Beatles a lot. What I miss here. Keep saying I can't sing, but the guys in the band keep insisting I can. Hey, trust them. I think a lot of people are like that though, right? You're like, oh, I suck at guitar, and other people are like, no, you're actually okay. I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying sometimes you know you don't give yourself enough credit, but you really should. Okay, it's pretty much 7:30. We got like a few more seconds here. If you got any last second questions, just if you're watching this on a replay and you're not watching this live, comment below and ask me a question. I answer pretty much every comment I get. I don't get that many, so it's manageable. I can answer pretty much everything. I even answer the trolls. I have fun with the trolls some days, depending on my mood. I had one guy today that was making fun of the way I said era or something. I don't know if it was a joke or not. I don't know. Anyways. All right. That's going to be it. Second chat of the day. That's insane. That'll never happen again until my third one later on tonight. No, I'm not doing that. Actually, should I? No, I'm not going to do that. That'd just be crazy. That'd just be ridiculous. Okay, guys. I'm going to click the button here that turns this thing off. And if I can find it, there it is. So here we go. Let's do it again. Again, this video was brought to you